Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. How is everybody? Hello, hello. What's up? What's up? Hello, hello, ladies, gentlemen. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. I am Phil. Welcome to my first of 2 gameplay streams for today. Speaking of which, before I even start, let me go turn down my speakers and let me go grab my keyboard because I'm going to need it for this ongoing playthrough that we're beginning today. So give me one moment here to do that before I forget. Okay. All right, grab that. There we go. And grab this. Very good. Okay. And this keyboard should work this time because it's been, I just used it about a week and a half ago for the fundraiser stream that I did right before the end of December there. So what is going on? What's up, everybody? How are ya? Excited for a full day of streaming today. As you guys know, I love full streaming days. I love doing a variety of stuff for you guys. Usually days when I only do one gaming stream, it feels rushed. It kind of feels like I gotta condense everything into one stream. I don't know. That sounds weird, I know, because typically I'm playing different games. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm rushing and playing the same game on 2 streams, and now I need to feel like I gotta rush gameplay on 1 stream. I don't know. I just really like double stream days for whatever reason. See you guys come on by and enjoy, you know, different kinds of gameplay. I actually see different crowds too. You know, this is the earlier stream. This stream I see usually a different crowd from like the later stream as well. So it's cool to see different crowds come by at different times of the day. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk a little bit. Let us chat it up. Today is Wednesday, January 10th, 2018. We are a third into January already, if you can believe it. I know. It feels like the holidays were just here, right? Doesn't it feel like we were just amidst the holiday season? And, you know, it feels like, in a lot of ways that we're kind of stuck. I feel like I'm stuck in that winter mode, even though it is winter here. Obviously, it just started here. But I do feel like I'm kind of stuck in that holiday season mode. And then I turn around and there's no holiday decorations behind me, and I realize that everything's over. I'm like, oh. Oh. It is what it is, I guess. So, what's up, everyone? Today, 2 gameplay streams. Let's talk about what you can expect. This first gameplay stream is the premiere. The premiere of my Demon's Souls final run. So, a little bit of history, folks. For those of you who are not longtime viewers and fans of mine, I have played this game once before, okay? If you're not aware, I played this game back in 2013. Now, allow me to explain, because there's a kind of a situational deal here, all right? I was a YouTuber back in the era before everyone was doing direct capture and high-quality Let's Plays and, you know, running commentary on every game. And, you know, I did it very guerrilla style, I like to say. Basically, what I would do is take a digital camera that I owned and point it at my TV. When I first started, I didn't even have a widescreen camera. It was a regular definition camera, so it was super old. And then I got a widescreen digital camera that I would record all my playthroughs with. And I did this all the way through early 2013, yeah. And then on the fly in early 2013, one day, I just decided out of nowhere, I'm going direct capture. Fuck this. And I went to the store and I bought a capture device. And I still remember it was the HD PVR 2. Was the first capture device I ever grabbed for gaming. And I hooked this sucker up. And, you know, the first month or 2 of me doing direct capture and live streaming was quite the interesting, quite the interesting thing. A lot of bugs, a lot of issues. The quality of the video wasn't great. It was pixelated and a lot of stuff. But eventually, I got it down, okay? And this was early 2013, so we're talking 5 years ago, folks. That's right, 5 years. that I've been doing direct capture and live streaming. Holy crap. It doesn't feel like that. It really doesn't. Time seriously flies, man. It does. So, 5 years ago, okay, and during this time period, what I was attempting to do was kind of do things or redo things that in the past did not work out as offline playthroughs. One perfect example of this would be Dark Souls. I tried to play that game when it was new in 2011. I couldn't find the strategy guide anywhere because it was sold out because the game was so fucking hard. It literally sold out everywhere because people couldn't figure this game out. And keep in mind, back then in 2011, there wasn't even facts online for anything. There wasn't a wiki for Dark Souls or nothing. There was nothing. There was no information about this fucking game. So literally, if you didn't buy the strategy guide, you had to figure this shit out for yourself. And I hadn't played Demon Souls. So I had sucked monkey ass at this game and did terrible and quit the game. So then when I went direct capture in 2013, I said, hey, if I can live stream this game on Twitch and people can interact with me live as I play it, this is a very different kind of experience because now people can help me out and explain the game mechanics to me and we can figure all this out together. Well, I'll be honest with you, everyone. You know, that playthrough of Dark Souls became more of a hand-holding event than anything else. People basically were like, well, you know, Phil doesn't know half the shit about this game. He's never going to figure it out. So they basically had me summon them, and they walked me around the game and showed me everything. Okay. And I'll be honest, it wasn't exactly the best playthrough ever. In fact, it wasn't much of a playthrough at all. It was more... I think the best description someone gave to that playthrough was, it was a tour of Dark Souls. Alright? It was a tour of Dark Souls rather than a playthrough of Dark Souls. And I gotta kind of agree with that because I didn't really do much. Most people did all the work for me in that playthrough, okay? So then it was about, I think it was about a month later. And there wasn't a lot going on at that time in 2013. I remember it was actually kind of slow. And so, I was trying to figure out, what should I do? And people suggested, well, you know, Dark Souls 2 is coming out next year, 2014. Why don't you play Demon Souls? So that way you get a little bit more of experience in the Dark Souls universe. And you'll maybe get a little bit more of appreciation for the games. You know, plus Demon Souls, you can't actually, like, summon someone to save your ass. You have to beat the game yourself. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. And I remember getting this game and playing it, but I don't remember much about the game itself. What I remember is that, number one, the game was a lot harder than regular Dark Souls because the game doesn't have checkpoints, and what I mean by that is there's no bonfires hidden throughout the stages. If I remember correctly, there's one bonfire at the beginning of every stage, and that's it, and if you die, you start from that fucking starting bonfire no matter what. Okay? And I remember getting angry at the game because of that. I remember dying and being like, motherfucker, you know, I gotta start all the way back from the beginning. I definitely remember that. But I do remember that there's shortcuts that open up, so that once you get further in the level, you can basically run from the bonfire to the shortcuts and then, you know, get further ahead in the stages. And then, I also remember that the game was so difficult that I decided to grind. And I remember there's one stage where right at the beginning of the stage, these skeleton knight soldiers. And once you figure out how to kill them, they're pretty easy to kill. You don't even have to really pay attention. So I remember back in Connecticut, you know, back in my condo in Connecticut where I lived in 2013, I remember for 1 week straight, every night, I would be relaxing on my couch, and on my TV, I'd have Demon Souls running, and then on my PC, / you know, my side setup, because that's what I used to upload to YouTube back then, I had other stuff going, so I had, like, either television or stuff playing on the internet, watching it on the right-hand screen, and then on the left-hand screen, I had, you know, it was my TV, was Demon Souls, so I would grind hours on end while I was watching movies on my PC on the right. And this went on for a week. No lie. Every day. Grind. And then go back to the game the next day. And, of course, I'd be able to jump into it because now I grinded. So I'd be doing better. Not exactly what you could say the most legitimate playthrough, right? I mean, not to say that there's anything wrong with grinding. There's not. But if you're trying to challenge yourself to beat a game, you probably don't want to grind for hours on end unless it's like a JRPG where it's required, right? Now, to be fair, at that point, the only Dark Souls game I had played was Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2, 3, and Bloodborne didn't even exist, let alone Neo. So it wasn't like I'd gotten experience with these hyper-difficult style games, you know, at that point, okay? So, you might say, why is Phil playing Demon's Souls again? You know, it's okay. It's 5 years later. That's a lot of time passing. That's half of my existence on the internet, right? This is my 10th anniversary this year. So maybe it's a good enough reason just to go back for downtime. You know, there's nothing really going on right now in the gaming world. There's no new releases or anything this week. So you might say, is this why Phil's playing it? Well, it's twofold. There's two reasons that I'm playing this game again, okay? The first reason, primarily, is because I do feel that that first run was not legitimate. I'll openly admit it, because of a massive amount of grinding that I did. And, if you guys remember, there's a particular boss fight in the game in which you summon, you actually summon a boss. And this summoned boss is a human-controlled boss. So basically, it's like, it could be very difficult or very easy depending on the skill level of the human that you're fighting, right? And I fought some pretty tough ones. And by the way, back then I wasn't very good at the series, so it was even tougher because I didn't have a lot of experience or a lot of knowledge about what to do in these fights, and I got my ass handed to me repeatedly to the point where I unhooked my PS3 from the internet because I couldn't beat this guy, okay? Or these people that keep getting summoned. All these different people were whooping my ass, all right? So that being said, it really wasn't a legitimate run. Now that I've played Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Neo, and did a second run through Dark Souls 2, plus all the DLCs for Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, now I honestly feel I should be able to tackle this game, okay? So, we'll see how this goes. I have no idea how this is going to go. The second reason that I'm playing this game, folks, is because it is literally the last time that I can ever really play it and actually play the game on its face value. And what I mean by that is, if you're not aware, this game was the predecessor to the Dark Souls series. This game was made, I believe this was made in conjunction with Sony, I want to say. I'm pretty sure that this was a game that was made in conjunction with Sony. But anyway, it's not in line with the other games that From Software published. You know, From Software went off to make the Dark Souls series and the Bloodborne series and all of that. But this game, I believe the rights to this game is like owned by Sony. And Sony has made the ultimate decision that they're turning off the Demon's Souls servers as of next month. And that's kind of unfortunate. Because, you know, these games, alright, they do really rely on an online component. There's messages all over the ground that you read, and sometimes they're helpful and sometimes they're trollish, right? You can summon or you know what I mean? There's people you can do PvP with. This game, like I said, has a PvP boss built into it that innately this boss, you know, needs to really be a summoned boss or else it's super easy. So that being said, it kind of sucks because that's it. The servers are turning off next month. If you don't play this game in the next couple of weeks, you'll never actually get the true Demon's Souls experience. And that blows. That really does blow because, you know, people who become fans of the From Software games are going to want to play through the whole series and experience the whole series from start to finish. And if you don't play this game again soon, you're never going to get that true experience. That kind of blows. I'll be honest. That really is disappointing. So that's why I'm doing it now. I figured, hey, we got downtime in January. There's not a lot going on in the realm of new releases right now. Now would be the perfect opportunity to jump in and do a final run in the game before basically it kind of gets retired into being this offline version of itself that's not the same, okay? So, I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are excited for me to continue on in Demon's Souls here. Almost had a bad situation because I was downloading it last night and I tried to install it. Dude, it took like an hour to install on my PS3. I don't know why. I don't know if the game is just like so old that it's archaic and like, you know what I mean? Like the files maybe are not optimized. But it took a long-ass time to install to my PS3. I was nervous, honestly, that the thing wasn't working properly or whatever. But I didn't install it. I booted it and it worked. So, you know, let's hope for the best today. Let's hope the game works properly. All right, so this is going to be fun. My final run in... It's really my only legitimate run in Demon Souls. And my final run in Demon Souls. I'm very excited for this. I hope you guys are excited too. I decided last minute I will do a death counter. At first I wasn't, and I said, you know what? It's not a lot of work. It's easy to set up. I already have my keyboard working here because I did my fundraiser a couple weeks ago. And I set it up, so we'll do a death counter. Even though, you know, I'll just be honest, the death counter is going to be fucking insane, dude. The death counter is going to be out of control. It's going to be, like, super high because I remember this game is super cheap, super difficult. And that's okay. That's the point of the game. That's the point of the playthrough, right? Is that, you know, it's okay to be difficult in that regard. So, that's kind of the point of the playthrough. That's kind of the challenge of it. I'm in no rush, by the way. I'll be playing this today and tomorrow. Then we're taking a few days away to play some betas, all right? But then I'm going back to it next week. And honestly, next week there's not a hell of a lot going on. So, I have a good amount of time to play the Demon Souls playthrough. And I'm in no rush. Now, I also remember the game isn't super long, okay? I think if you know what you're doing, you could beat this game within 10 hours. But for me, being that I've only played the game once, I don't really remember it at all. I get the feeling it's going to take me quite a while to beat it. So if I play this for a week, that's fine. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Plus, I'll be honest, I'm kind of... I'm feeling a little bit refreshed here because after, number one, playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 for an entire week, over a week, I was all Metal Geared out. And number two, none of the Metal Gear videos that I uploaded did I get any money on YouTube. And that sucks because, you know, I do this for a living. It's not like this is my hobby. It is, but I also do it for a living. It pays the bills. And YouTube, oh my God, guys, you have no idea. You have no fucking idea how bad YouTube is right now. Number one, how bad the ad revenue plummeted in January because all the Christmas ads are gone. Not to say that that wasn't expected. Of course it was. But the combination of the fact that the ad revenue plummeted and then I played Metal Gear and those videos are making no money. Oh my God. It's like, it's ridiculous. And it sucks because I need the money to pay my bills. So what I'm really hoping is starting today... with Demon Souls, and then balancing that with the betas that I'll be playing in a couple days, and then balancing that with all the multiplayer stuff I'll be playing, I can get a rally to bring back, you know, bring back some attention to my YouTube channel and get people excited again, alright? Hopefully. Hopefully. I guess we'll see. Alright, so let's very quickly talk about the schedule for the next few days, because, boy, you guys aren't aware... massive variety coming to my streams in the next few days. Tons of variety. It's not just the same old shit anymore, like I've been doing for a week. Let's talk a little bit. I think you guys are going to get excited, okay? So, number one, today, Demon Souls premiere. And then tonight, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. But I'll also be premiering the conclusion of my Game of the Year Awards game, year-end countdown. The top 5 games of the year that I picked, okay? That's premiering tonight on stream. I hope that you guys will be here for that around 7:30 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. That's going to be a fun one, okay? Tomorrow, more Demon Souls. And I am going to be playing a random multiplayer game Thursday night. What's going to determine what I play? You. Because tonight on my Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP, I'm putting up a poll that I need you guys to vote on. Alright? It's either going to be Call of Duty World War II, Star Wars Battlefront 2, or Fortnite Battle Royale. And you're going to determine what I played Thursday night by voting overnight. Okay? So please tonight, check out my playthrough. Alright? Oh my God. Please tonight, vote. And tomorrow night's, session will be directly determined by your feedback. Sound good? Alright, now Friday, something different. I told you there's variety coming up. Here we go. Friday, I'm going to be playing the Final Fantasy Dissidia NT beta. By pre-ordering the game, which I'm going to do tonight, actually, I'm able to get this beta on Friday. and I'll be playing it for my main stream on Friday to see exactly what the game is. If you're not aware, Final Fantasy Dissidia is this pretty unique premise, taking the main protagonists of all the numbered Final Fantasy games, all right, and putting them into a fighting game style versus kind of mode. Now, it's not a traditional fighting game. It's like a 3D plane and use magic and other kinds of abilities and stuff to attack people. It's pretty interesting. I saw a trailer for it yesterday, and I was like, wow, this is actually pretty neat. Look, they actually have the main protagonist of every Final Fantasy game in this. Now, I'll be honest, some of them suck. Like, who is it? Leon or whatever from fucking Final Fantasy VIII? I think that's his name. I don't even remember because I hated that fucking game, okay? So some of them are terrible. But then you got Cloud, you know, characters from Final Fantasy 6 and 4, my favorites, are in there. Oh, Squall Leonhardt, that's his name. Squall Leonhardt. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Tom Berry Thief. I couldn't remember his friggin' name because I hate that game. I hate Final Fantasy VIII with a passion. But pretty cool. So it's pretty neat that you got all these characters from the various numbered Final Fantasies coming together for this kind of what-if fantasy scenario. All right. And in addition, you know, the fact that I haven't done anything Final Fantasy related in a bajillion years, because the series, you know, let's be honest here, it's kind of dead. Final Fantasy 15 was big, and then since then, I don't know what happened to Square Enix. They're not doing anything with Final Fantasy. I don't know. It's weird that they did Final Fantasy 15 and a bunch of expansions, but they haven't really done anything else with the franchise recently. So at least there's something Final Fantasy here. That'll be pretty good. I'm pretty excited to see what this game is. So that's going to be Friday's main stream, okay? Friday night will be more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, ladies and gentlemen, it's the launch and premiere of the Dragon Ball FighterZ beta. Pretty cool. I pre-ordered the game so I get access to the beta a little early, and they're going to be featuring new characters. It's not going to be the same exact characters that I played in the last beta. In fact, Fat Boo and Android 16 aren't even available. This time they've got, like, Kid Boo. I'm trying to think. Oh, Nappa is in it. There's a few new characters that weren't in the original beta that are being tossed into this beta. They rotated certain characters out and brought new characters in. So I think I'll be trying out all new characters this beta. And I'll be playing it all weekend. I'm very excited because I really, really enjoyed the Beerus is in it. That's right. Thank you, Quinn. They put Beerus in it, which is pretty neat. I really enjoyed the Dragon Ball FighterZ beta back in September when I played it. At first I sucked, then I played it more and I got real good and I was winning and whooping everyone's ass. So I'm very much looking forward to playing this again, you know, this weekend. All weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's going to be all day Saturday, one gameplay stream on Sunday, because there is only one gameplay stream on Sundays, and then one gameplay stream on Monday. Okay? And then Monday night, more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which then means Demon's Souls will finally resume again on Tuesday. So we're going to have 2 days of Demon's Souls, then a bunch of days away to try out some betas and have some variety over the weekend, and then it'll come back on Tuesday. Okay? So I think that'll be a good variety for everyone over the weekend. And I certainly hope that you guys will enjoy that variety, because I know you can get kind of burnt out when I'm doing the same thing every single day. It should be pretty good. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. Okay? Alrighty. I got some updates, positive updates for everybody. Number one, folks, if you're not aware, right now we got a big drive, a big push to reach a subscriptions goal here on my Twitch channel. We already hit the tier 1 goal, which was 450 subs. Thank you very much, everyone who did subscribe so far. You guys are amazing. There will be an Indies marathon happening either in late February or early March. Chances are it's probably going to be early March, but we'll see. Right now, patrons are nominating and voting on, well, nominating, not voting yet. They're nominating indie games that will be played in that marathon. That nominations process is going to go on for the greater part of a month, because not only are current patrons nominating, but also people who pledge $5 or more this month to my Patreon at patreon.com/DarkSidePhil will be able to nominate the game starting next month, okay? And then over the course of February, once we get all those nominations in, they'll be voting for about a week or a week and a half, where the patrons will vote on what games they want to see me play in this Indies Marathon, okay? So pretty awesome. Thanks to everyone for your support. We're pushing towards the Tier 2 goal. If you're not aware, okay, the tier 2 goal is hitting 500 subscriptions here on my Twitch channel by the end of the month. We're already up to 461, which is a new high record. We had 2 people who subscribed this morning. I'll give you guys shout outs in just a moment. So we're at the highest ever so far, okay? Subscribing gives you many benefits. Number 1, you get in on the emotes. Tons of emotes that I have now. And we've got some custom emotes that are being made for specific playthroughs coming up, which is pretty cool. We just had the Metal Gear Solid Snake Fill emote, the Sleeper emote, and, you know, lots of emotes being added recently, which is pretty cool. The DSP Pepe seems to be really the favorite. Everyone uses it like crazy, okay? So that's pretty cool. Number 2, you get the cool chat crown badge. So you get, you know, kind of recognition for how long you've been a sub in the stream chat, which is pretty neat. So people really seem to enjoy subscribing to my channel and, you know, making this push towards 500 subs. Thank you, everyone, for your support. I fully expect now we've got Demon Souls. We've got these betas coming up. There's going to be a lot of new people coming in who maybe weren't around for the Metal Gear Solid stuff because it's not their cup of tea. So let's get this going. Let's hit these 500 subs, all right? By the way, if I hit 500 subs, I'm going to be doing a celebratory event. What is it going to be? Right now, really, it's not determined yet. But most people have suggested I do another DSP Tries It in the shower. Which I know is ridiculous. But I'm willing to do it if that's what people want. It's only been 7 years since I did one. I looked yesterday when I went to the supermarket. I was looking at like soap and body wash for guys. And I was like, yeah, there's not really anything too interesting here that if I did a video on it, would people really be super interested? I don't know. So I guess we'll have to see. It sure seems that some people want it, and then it seems that some people don't want it. Super Slade says at 600 subs, I have a cage match with the Paul brothers. Are you kidding me? Sure, cage match, but I get weapons. I get weapons because those 2 idiots... They're so dumb, and they're so, like, look at their bodies, right? You could tell that they're just, like, fucking dumb meatheads. They have no fucking brains in their heads. So I'd have to, like, smash them in the head repeatedly with, like, steel chairs and shit for them to even feel any pain because they're so fucking numb in the head. Okay, anyway. That being said, we're pushing towards 500 subs, all right? Right now, we're at 461. And thank you very much, everyone, again, for your support. I am very appreciative of that. And hopefully we can hit the 600. Right now, I mean, it's only the 10th. We've got 20 days left in the month. Like I said, with all these betas coming up, with all the new games, 'cause there are new games coming out this month as well. You know, all this stuff happening soon. I definitely foresee that we could hit these within the rest of the month. So thank you, everyone, for your support. Let's push towards 500. And by the way, yes, I will be updating you when the total subs go up, so you have a current count. Or you can check it out for yourself. Type ! Sub count into the stream chat, and Nightbot will spit out the total amount of subs that I have currently on the channel. Okay? And right now, like I said, it's 461, so. Very nice. So far, we've been good. Tonberry Team says, you know, it is pretty hard to maintain subs because when the old subs, you know, expire, it's hard to get them to resub. You're right, but you know what? It's been pretty good so far. No lie. The past week and a half that I've been really pushing for more subs, it's been people coming in and resubbing like crazy. I think people really want to see the sub count go up, up, up. So people are actively jumping into the stream chat and resubbing and everything, which is great. So let's keep it up, okay, everybody? The other positive update I have for everyone is that in the middle of February, my girlfriend, it's official, she's going to be moving in with me. I'm so happy about this, guys. You guys are amazing. You saved my butt at the end of 2017 with the fundraiser efforts that you guys did for me. Now it looks like I'm at least for the short term, I'm out of this tax situation in January here. And now my girlfriend can move in with me, which is amazing. What dates? I don't have official dates yet, but it's going to be the middle of February, anywhere between the 11th through, like, say, the 17th. I'm going to basically be taking a few days away from streaming to obviously get settled in with her, move her stuff in, clean up the house a little bit. We're going to be taking care of stuff like getting her driver's license here, doing some shopping so she has clothes for work. She's migrating her job here. There's a lot of stuff we got to do that we want to get done in a short period of time when she does first arrive. so that we can kind of hit the ground running. Not that she's here and she's in limbo for months, right? So I am going to be taking a few days away from streaming to get her set up when she arrives. I will let you guys know more once we have the details set. But it's pretty awesome. It's pretty positive. I'm very excited. And I hope that you guys, obviously, will be a little bit understanding that I need a few days away there from streaming. What I will be doing, as I always do when I take time off, I'll be working extra beforehand. I'll be doing extra long streams and or trying to record a ton of extra videos so that I can upload those during the time when she's, you know, arriving. So there's videos to upload. Okay. Sound good? Alrighty. Alrighty then. Okay. I got a little bit of bad news, folks. The little bit of bad news I have for you is that, sadly, over the past week, I've had all these pieces of equipment arrive at my house for me to do my Super Mario Sunshine playthrough. All right. Now, the good news is most of the stuff works. The GameCube memory card, I got a copy of Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube, and it all works in my old Wii. So that's good news, right? The bad news is that I bought 2 different HDMI adapters for the Wii. They're both crap. First of all, they were $8 each, so it's not like I broke the bank buying these fucking things. But I bought them from 2 completely different companies. They're both crap. Both of them, first of all, on my TV, the aspect ratio of the game is wrong. It doesn't like, actually look good on my TV. One of them had bad scan lines, like the game looked like shit. And both of them, within about a minute, the audio completely desyncs. Meaning the audio that you hear is delayed versus what you see on the screen. So they're both crap. Alright. I have now listened to Kekken. Kekken, who I should have listened to begin with, but I'm a fool. I thought I'd save a few bucks and I ended up wasting money. Kekken is involved in tournament organization and running of gaming tournaments. Okay. So he knows what works and what doesn't. He recommended to me a $32 HDMI adapter for the Wii that he says that they use for tournaments. Obviously, if you're using an adapter for a tournament, the audio has to fucking work, because if your audio is desynced for a tournament, you're probably going to lose the match, right? So this one definitely is going to be good. So I ended up ordering this, and hopefully it works. I trust him because he knows what he's talking about. And so I should have listened to him to begin with, but I'm an idiot. You know, oh, I'm going to save a few bucks. If you're trying to save a few bucks by buying a cheap piece of crap off of Amazon, you might as well just burn your fucking money or wipe your ass with it. I learned my lesson. I definitely learned my fucking lesson, dude. I definitely learned my lesson. I should have just went with what he recommended to begin with, but I'm stupid. So I literally threw them out. I was so frustrated. I was like, look at this fucking piece of shit. I threw it right in the fucking trash. 2 pieces of garbage. What's actually hilarious here is that those adapters, if you go on Amazon, they're rated highly by a bunch of idiots. Oh, I plugged this into my Wii and it worked with my TV right away. It does exactly what it says. 5 stars. You're like, are you fucking retarded? Did you not notice the audio was desynced within a minute? Are you stupid? And what, are they playing with the fucking sound off? Or did they just buy it and immediately plug it in? You know what it is? They probably had a Wii and they plugged it in for their kid, and they saw it worked with their TV, and they're like, okay, it works, and they walked away, and then they reviewed it 5 stars instead of fucking actually coming back and seeing if it worked or not. Oh, well, shut up, kid. What do you mean the audio's decent? Shut the fuck up and play that Wii. Oh, yeah? Yeah? You don't like the audio? The audio's decent? Well, fuck you, then you don't get to play the Wii. Fuck you, kid. You can't even believe product reviews anywhere on Amazon. It's pretty ridiculous. So anyway. Looking forward to getting this one. It's supposed to be coming later this week. And we'll see. You know, hopefully this one works. I mean, I can't imagine if this one's being used for tournaments how it wouldn't work. You know what I mean? Especially because it is 4 times the cost of the other ones that I bought. You would think this one would work. So we'll find out. Worst case scenario, if this one doesn't work, apparently you can emulate the game on PC, but I'm really worried about that because, as you guys know, whenever I do stuff on my PC and then try to capture and stream it, it doesn't work out very well. I'm seriously afraid of, like, major frame rate drops and crashes, which is why I'm trying to get this to work on my old-ass Wii. I guess we're going to see. I guess we're going to see. I hope it works. We'll find out, I guess. All right. So anyway, that's the piece of bad news, but hopefully it'll be working later this week, okay? All right, everyone, that's it. Let's do some shout-out. Well, let's do some plugs, then some shout-outs. Let's end this pre-stream, and let's get back into Demon Souls, which I'm probably going to suck monkey ass at. All right, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've already mentioned Patreon. At patreon.com/darksidephil, if you would like to go above and beyond just being a standard stream watcher, if you'd really like to support me, you like my efforts on the internet, you enjoy my gameplay, and you want to see me be successful, this is the way you can go above and beyond and contribute. By pledging to my Patreon, you, number one, directly help me with the cost of doing business. For example, the cost of internet, the cost of games, the cost of electricity. By the way, my internet bill is pretty much higher than anyone else I even know because I have the highest tier internet that's available for businesses here. It's pretty exorbitantly expensive. But you see the quality of the stuff I put out. It's worth it. Well worth it, right? Cost of, everything. I just got new headphones. I needed new headphones because my old ones were finally breaking after, 5 years of doing live streaming and direct capture. All this stuff is paid and supported through patron funds. All the improvements I made over the years with soundproofing foam in the office, the microphone, everything is thanks to the patrons, all right? Also, it's not just about that. You earn yourself personal perks for your contributions. Depending on how much you contribute to Patreon, you can earn some great things. For example, getting text or verbal thank yous in my videos on YouTube. Being able to get premium forum access so you can nominate and vote on games for ongoing events. Like I just mentioned, if you pledge $5 or more this month, you'll be nominating and voting on indie games that I'll be playing in the upcoming Indie Games Marathon. All right. You can get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, which is coming up in February. Or you can even get a private Q&A video made, which is pretty nice. Ow. Oh, my neck. Oh, my neck is stiff. I just moved it to the left and it went crack. Ooh. Yeah, I owe some people some private Q&A videos that I'll probably be recording this Sunday night. So, great perks you get for contributing, and you contribute, significantly to monthly events and goals. So please consider pledging. If you have not, patreon.com/darksidephil. And if you are a current pledgee, I thank you very, very much for your ongoing support. You guys are amazing. And I really am appreciative of everything you guys do for me. I really am. Okay? That being said, folks, also, there is my Teespring where you can get t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, some really cool merch, all themed per DSP branding. And in addition to that, I get a pretty good commission for every sale there, and you get a cool collectible, right? It's high quality stuff. I certainly would not push stuff down your throat that was crap. I wouldn't do that. The stuff is really good. I personally own 5 of the shirts, as well as a sweatshirt and a mug, so I can attest this stuff is really great quality. And coming up this year, there will be a 10th anniversary line of product. It's currently being developed right now by one of my really talented viewers who's really good into graphic design. So I'll have more on that shortly. But, ladies and gents, please consider getting something off the shop, especially if you ever wanted a collectible from my streams. In addition to that, if you send me anything on social media, like a picture of you wearing the shirt, or when it arrives, just showing you holding it up, I will retweet that for everyone, all my over 20,000 Twitter followers, okay? Very nice. Alrighty, last but not least, ladies and gents, if you're here and you're enjoying the stream, you're having fun watching me get my ass whooped in Demon Souls for a final time, and you'd either like to cheer, sub, or tip during the stream to support my efforts, if you do that, I will give you a verbal shout out during the stream. Now, keep in mind that it is at my discretion. First of all, FYI, we recently changed the requirements. You need to cheer 25 bits or more in order to cheer. Reason being, there were some people who were spamming 10-bit cheers, and they really weren't very significant. It was like a bunch of crap, people trying to just ask a million little questions that have nothing to do with anything. And at one point, it took me, no lie, over an hour to get through shoutouts one morning trying to start up a stream because people just kept spamming 10-bit cheers, so it was a necessary evil. In addition, keep in mind, it's at my discretion what I'm going to give you a shout-out for. If it's something that's pertinent or something fun or something interesting, yes. If it's a giant paragraph that has nothing to do with the game, I'm probably not going to read the whole thing. If you're trolling me with insults, I'm probably not going to read it. You know what I mean? So it's at my discretion what I give a shout-out for, but in general, I do give shout-outs for all cheer subs and tips during streams, so feel free to do so. Now, in addition to that, you've also got the fact that if you cheer 50 bits or more, if you subscribe to the channel and click the share button when you do so, or if you tip me $2 or more, you'll get an on-screen thank you pop-up notification as well. So you get both visual and verbal recognitions for your contributions, which is pretty damned awesome, okay? I don't think there's anything special right now, because I remember, I was thinking, oh, there were sub discounts. That sub discount finally expired. There's no charity drive going on Twitch right now. I'm just making sure in my head I'm trying to go through the laundry list of stuff that I was saying on pre-streams to make sure there's nothing special going on right now. I will just say we are making this big push towards 500 subs. We're up to 461 right now, and I'm very appreciative of that. Let's keep going. Let's make that 500 subs this month, okay? Let's keep that moving. Pretty awesome, right? All right, let us do some shout-outs for everyone who cheered, subbed, and tipped on the pre-stream, and then we'll get started. Sounds good? All right, let me scroll all the way down here. So first of all, I'm incredibly appreciative for those of you who contribute overnight. Some people actually go out of their way, no lie, who overnight, they cheer, sub, and tip while I'm not even here, okay? Which is pretty awesome. I'm very appreciative of that. And I definitely appreciate those who do that, because I'm not even here during the live streams, right? And I'm not even here during the live streams. Boy, I'm an idiot. Let's try that again. If I'm not here, if I'm not live streaming, people are still coming out to support me. That's amazing. That shows that people like what I do so much that they're willing to come during their own free time, maybe when I'm not streaming, and just, support my efforts. So, a few people did so. We've got Infinite55 who did 125-bit cheer. Thank you very much. Guitar Player 1939 tipped me $2 and says, I bought a mug off of your Teespring store. Well, thank you, Guitar Player, but if that's the case, I don't think my Teespring store app is working. The reason I say that is because right now I'm looking and it's not saying that I had any sales for about 3 days. Huh. I'm actually looking right now. It says that there was a mug purchased 3 days ago. So if that was you, Guitar Player, thank you. I don't know if it is, but the fact that you did this tip overnight, I don't know if this means you ordered overnight. And if it is, that's weird, because it doesn't say, you know what I mean? It's not saying it in the app, and that worries me a little bit. I guess we'll see. If Guitar Player could let me, if you maybe let me know if and when you ordered. Because if my app is screwed up, I'd obviously like to contact them. Because what I'll do is I'll log into the website, and I'll see if I'm still getting credit. And if not, I'll have to contact them and find out what's going on. Yeah, if anyone orders anything from my Teespring store coming up, please let me know so I could track it here and make sure that everything's still working. I'd appreciate that, okay? But anyway, thank you. I appreciate that, Guitar Player. All right, Golden Colts did a 45-bit cheer overnight. Thank you very much, Golden Colts, for the cheer. And Clavitasau, or Clave Tasau, subscribe to the channel overnight. Thank you very much for the sub, and sorry I butchered your name because I have no idea how to say it, and I'm sure I just screwed it up. Thank you. All right, then when I started streaming, we had some people who were contributing, so let's go ahead and get to that. We've got Tokyo Trump, who did a 25-bit cheer. He says, if the Wii HDMI converter doesn't work out, you can always break out the old camcorder. Well, yes and no. I mean, could I get a camera and record? Yes. The problem is the camera I used to record with is broken. It has not worked in a while. The batteries don't work, and it doesn't even hold a memory card anymore. The memory card literally shoots out of it. I think the compartment for the memory card had like a spring load, and the spring broke. So I don't think I'd be able to use the camera anymore. And the camcorder that I use for like DSP Tries It is not as good. It doesn't have good focus. It's actually kind of fuzzy. So I really have no means to record the TV in the old school style anymore. So honestly, no, I probably couldn't. Plus, keep in mind, I wouldn't be able to live stream it. And, a lot of people wanted to see that live stream, and that would suck, so. All right. Ratchet Fan, what's going on, man? He took me $3. He says, I just bought the collector's edition Blu-ray box set of Phase 1 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It comes to my house on Friday. Really excited and can't wait to dive into all these movies. Yeah, I actually remember when that came out many years ago. I remember seeing that in stores. I think it was like 5 years ago or longer. And when it was new, oh my God, that thing was like ridiculously expensive. It was like $250 or something. I think it was like the first 5. I think it was like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, definitely had the Avengers 1, and I think it had Iron Man 2. So I think it was like those 5 movies. And it was like way expensive. I know it comes with a bunch of collectibles too. It's not just the movies. So you get a lot of, you know, collectible stuff, behind the scenes stuff and all that. But it was like so ridiculously expensive when I saw it in the store. I don't know how much it costs now, because now those movies are so old, right? That probably you could get a lot of those movies for like $5 somewhere. So why would you spend $250 when you could get all the movies in it for $25? You know what I mean? It's probably cheap now, but hopefully, ladies and gents, this is a good collection, and hopefully Ratchet Fan likes it. Those movies are great, so enjoy. Enjoy. Lone Star 1496 subscribe to the channel, and I say Lone Star from Spaceballs, of course. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate the sub and your support. Thanks very much. Duke XJT did a 50-bit cheers. How's it going, Phil? It is going pretty good. I'm pretty excited for a double stream day here today. I hope you guys are too. And I'm excited to play another playthrough of Demon's Souls. I hope you guys are excited to see me play it again, even though I know I'm going to suck monkey ass. It's always fun to go back to a game like this, especially, like I said, the first run really wasn't so legitimate, so we'll see how I do today. Lilu Corbin 5 which really his name is Joe, did a 100-bit cheer, and he says, Phil, just dropping in saying hello, just finished work, but heading to bed now. Have a good stream. Thank you very much, Joe, for the cheer. Have a good sleep. And feel free to check out the videos on YouTube after you wake up. For those who aren't aware, all of my gameplay here on Twitch is archived for my DSPGaming channel on YouTube. I do not just leave stream archives live like a lot of other streamers. Instead, these videos are put up and uploaded to my DSPGaming channel immediately following the stream, so you can go check this out over there right after I finish. Very nice. Shout out to Shadow King 236 who subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Shadow King, for the sub. Jack Spartacus did a 25-bit cheer. Said, toot, everybody. Trump Snoop Button did a 50-bit cheer and says, we want to see you naked in the shower, Phil. There you go. They want to see it. They want to see everything. They want to know every inch of my body as well as I do. Well, if we hit 500 subs, you very well may be seeing that. There you go. I'm ready to be banned from YouTube. Are you ready? Mr. Swaggins did a 25-bit cheer. Says 500 subs, Need for Speed Payback on hard mode. Oh, fuck you. How dare you? How fucking dare you say that? You've insulted me for the last time, Mr. Swaggins. I'm, of course, kidding, but no, I'm never playing that game again. Black Mage C-Type did a 25-bit cheer. He says, DSP tries it, Selsun Blue. Hey, that could definitely be something I try in the shower. I've actually, in all the years that I had a running joke of Selsun Blue, I've never actually used Selsun Blue. That's the truth. I've never used it. So, yeah, maybe I will try Selsun Blue. Could be something. There you go. Right? All right. There you go. Shout out to Alrighty Then 28 who subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Alrighty Then, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Jean d'Arc did a 135-bit cheer and says, nude for Nagato. Oh, boy. Big Boy Dumper did a 25-bit cheer. He says, Phil, I literally have no more cheers for a while after this. I just wanted to say thanks for playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. Glad that we could help you out in a run and when you were in a rut. Looking forward to Metal Gear Solid 1, Twin Snakes, or Hotline Miami 2 for more good times. All right. Well, Big Boy Dumper, I do appreciate your cheers over the past week. You were very supportive. And thank you very much for being a viewer. Hope you like the stuff that I put out. King Jezel did a 100-bit cheer. He says, Kozatov says he would let you should say and less. All right. Instead of saying and I'm going to replace it with shit and dick balls. So, shit, when I'm trying to kill time between what I say dick balls, I will say shit or dick balls. There you go. Much better, right? Much better than saying or Instead, I'll say fucking shitballs, dick ass, cock monkeys, Fuckface. There you go. Some people. Anyway, Tyler JKU did a 30-bit cheer. He says, any plans to open a P.O. box in 2018? By the way, someone touch on my spaghetti. I don't know what this is. Everyone's been referencing this recently. I guess there's something viral or something going on the internet, a new meme. I don't know what it is. But anyway, no plans to open a P.O. box. I had one for many years. I had one back in Connecticut, and then I opened one in 2014 to 2015. I believe I renewed it for 2015 to 2016, and then I got rid of it in 2016. Reason being, number one, it's incredibly expensive. It's hundreds of dollars a year to have one. And number two, no one really used it. I got more junk mail and spam mail into my fucking P.O. box than actual people sending me stuff. So there's no reason to have one. So, no, I'm not opening a P.O. box. And Straight Cash Homie 29 did a 100-bit cheer. He says, DSP, would you play Metal Gear Solid for PS1 again? Not anytime soon. Right now, number one, I'm totally Metal Geared out. There's no way I'm playing another Metal Gear game anytime soon. With the exception of the Metal Gear Survive beta, that's actually going to be released openly on PlayStation and Xbox One on the 18th of this month. I am going to be checking that out just to see how bad this fucking game is, because you know any Metal Gear game without Kojima is going to be a piece of stinking dog shit. So I will check that out, but outside of that, I have no plans on playing any Metal Gear games anytime soon. I'm all, Kojima'd out, all Metal Geared out. And in addition, as I just told you guys, when I played Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, sadly, Konami literally claimed all of my ad revenue on YouTube. So, no lie, this whole first, 9-10 days of the year, I basically made nothing on YouTube. And that's not good, because YouTube is still a significant portion of my income that I need to pay my bills. So, I do want to say thank you to those of you who did cheer, sub, and tip here on the streams. While I was basically making nothing on YouTube, you guys at least helped out in a little bit, but I know right now I'm actually way down for this month, income-wise, because of that. What I'm hoping now is starting up Demon's Souls, and we got these betas this weekend, we got other new games this month. I'll hopefully make up for the fact that for 10 days, a third of the month, I basically made nothing on YouTube. So yeah, there's no way that I could now go and play Metal Gear Solid 1 or anything like that, at least for a while, okay? Alright, and Straight Cash Homie did another 100-bit cheer and says, DSP, do the Kylo Ren challenge after you take a shower. I don't know what that is because I didn't see The Force Awakens, but apparently, not The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi. Apparently, I guess Kylo Ren was topless or something in the movie. I don't know. I didn't see the movie. So. Okay. YOLO Dopper did a 25-bit cheer. He says, will your income from YouTube diminish while Twitch and Patreon make up your income? That's what I'm hoping. Here's what I'm honestly hoping for, folks. I'm hoping that the growth that I'm seeing here on Twitch continues. Okay? I'm honestly hoping that this year I continue to see the amount of growth that I saw in 2017 here on my Twitch channel. More viewers every day on stream, more followers, more subs, cheering, subbing, tipping, people getting excited for new streams and coming out and sharing the word about it, and streaming basically growing and growing and growing. Much like a big throbbing erection, my stream is growing constantly, okay? I'm hoping that this continues, because this stream focus I did in 2017 worked very well. I actually made more money on Twitch than on YouTube last year, which is crazy, because I didn't start making money on Twitch until March. So even with a 2-month gap, I still made more money on Twitch than on YouTube, which is nuts. That being said, it's a lot of hard work. I got to stream a lot. I got to talk a lot. It's a lot of work to keep this and maintain it. It's actually much harder, in my opinion, to do live streaming in this method and do gameplay in this method than it was just to do offline playthroughs for YouTube. But I love it. I love the interaction I have with you guys on a daily basis. And I want to see this grow and continue. And, this is the future, right? YouTube is the past. Twitch is very much the future for gamers like you and me. So let's keep this up. And hopefully, if my Twitch continues to grow, it'll make up for the fact that if YouTube fucks something else up and now they have no ad revenue again and all my videos get demonetized or whatever, what I'm hoping is that my Twitch grows enough that it makes up for it. And so I can still continue to do this and not have to worry about income every month, okay? Just being real here, it's still a concern for me. Excuse me. That at any point, YouTube will fuck something up. I make no money on YouTube anymore, and then I'm screwed, okay? So here's hoping. that my Twitch continues to grow the way it has in 2017 this year, and things go well. I can tell you, like I said, the first several days of 2018 were great. I'm hoping that we can keep this up. So thanks everyone for your support, your cheers, subs, tips, everything has been very, very appreciated. You guys are very immensely supportive. And like I said, my girlfriend's about to move in with me thanks to you guys. Okay? So thank you very much, and let's keep positive for the future, okay? All right. Straight Cash Homie did another 45-bit cheer. He says, last year for the day, can you play Braid for your Patreons? Braid, I wonder, I swear I own the game. I think I own it because I think years and years ago, I'm talking 2-3 years ago, when I first started doing these Patreon events, I think Braid was nominated as one of the indie games that I was going to play in a marathon. And it ended up being the last game in the poll. Something like that. I'm trying to remember. I really am trying to remember. But that being said, am I going to play Braid anytime soon? Probably not. Only, again, if it gets nominated and voted on for an indie marathon, which is happening right now. Right now, patrons are nominating games for an upcoming indies marathon. They have the right to nominate Braid if they want and vote on it later when it becomes a poll. So it's really in the hands of the patrons. Okay? I just got an anonymous $1 tip. And it says, if you want more growth, wouldn't it make sense to play Monster Hunter World with Cry? If you guys aren't aware, all right, Monster Hunter World is coming out in a few weeks here. It's at the very end of January. And I received an invitation to play cooperatively with streamer Tolomeo, who I host here on my channel when I'm not streaming. And he's friends with Cryotic, who's a really big streamer here on Twitch. And basically they were going to do co-op gameplay of it, and they wanted me to join them. All right. However, a couple weeks ago, I played the Monster Hunter World Beta, and honestly, number one, I didn't really like it that much. I thought it was okay. And number two, my viewing audience hated it. Everyone who attended the stream said it was the most boring shit ever. They didn't really care about it. And they were like, you know, you're going to play this game when it comes out? Dude, it's going to be so boring because everyone knows Monster Hunter is a game that takes ridiculous amount of time investment. It's much like the Dark Souls franchise. You need to learn the nuances of the combat engine. You need to master the different weapons in the game. There's a ton of grinding style gameplay that you need to do in order to do well in Monster Hunter. Okay? And in addition to that, these guys play it late at night. They don't play during the daytime like I do. Like right now, they don't stream. They stream later at night. So for me, I would have to completely change up my schedule in order to play a couple sessions with these guys. In addition, if you guys aren't aware, Monster Hunter World comes out at exactly the same day as Dragon Ball FighterZ, a game that much more anticipation and hype is built into, for me at least. Number one, being a fan of Dragon Ball. Number two, being a fighting game player. I know people want to see me play Dragon Ball FighterZ, you know, a lot. And I know those streams are going to do well. I know people are going to come out to see me play that game. So for me, it's like risk-reward, right? I buy this game, I play it. I know I'm gonna suck at it. I'm not gonna be any good because I'm gonna be balancing my time between Monster Hunter and Dragon Ball, and I'm not gonna have time to focus enough on Monster Hunter to get good at the game. So if I play with these guys, you know I'm gonna be the fucking third wheel. I'm gonna be terrible at it. I'm gonna be the guy they have to drag through the game and handhold. And generally, people are just gonna probably say, "Wow, Phil's really holding back these fucking guys who play Monster Hunter a lot and are really good at the game." Number two, I'd have to completely change my schedule up, which I didn't even know if that would work. All right. And number three, like I said, my viewing audience doesn't like Monster Hunter. They don't. And, you know, I tried the beta, and no one enjoyed it. People were like, this is boring. All right. And by the way, if you aren't aware, the videos I uploaded to YouTube, no one watched. They were terrible. Absolutely terrible views. So I don't think Monster Hunter makes sense for me. I'm not saying the game's bad at all, and I'm certainly not saying the game doesn't have an audience. It does. I'm just saying me and my viewing audience are not that audience. Okay? I gave it a shot. All right? I did. I gave it an honest shot with the beta, and I said, okay, let's try it, and I played it, and it didn't work out. People didn't like it, and I didn't particularly. I wasn't sold on doing a massive amount of gameplay in this game. The other thing you guys don't realize, like I said, it would be a massive time investment. That game you're probably talking 40 plus hours of gameplay to go and get good in it and kill all the monsters and everything. And like I said, I don't think I'm going to get people on stream to watch this game, you know? And, you know, okay, but Phil, if you do co-op with Tolo and Cry, you're going to get all this attention. I don't think so. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think so. I think what would happen, all right, is people would note it. Oh, here's Darkside Phil. We know that. That's the guy that masturbated. Har, 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 har. It would be the running joke, and their viewers would constantly be making fun of me, especially because I'm terrible at the game. And that's all it would be, is people making fun of me constantly and saying, why are you playing with this fucking guy who sucks at the game? He's holding you back. I don't honestly think that it would become a good playthrough at all. And I don't think that my viewers would give a shit. I think more than anything, it would be like a sideshow gimmick for a stream or two, to the point where, you know, I would tell these guys, listen, you know, it was fun to play with you guys, but at this point, I know I'm not good at the game. I'm holding you back, and my schedule's all screwed up now, playing late at night, so thanks, but I think I'm going to, you know, dip out after a couple sessions anyway. So I think that would happen, you know. This would be a completely different story, folks, if Monster Hunter World would be releasing and nothing else was coming out. If Monster Hunter World was coming out by itself and there were no other games coming out at all for like a week or two, okay, then I would definitely do this. It makes sense. But the fact it's coming out the same day as a super hyped fighting game everyone wants to see me play, you know what I mean? Doesn't make sense. For me to be changing my schedule and taking time away from the game everyone's been waiting to see me play, to play this game that, you know, I'm not good at and no one comes to see me play. You know, I'm not known for Monster Hunter. No one wants to see me play it. So, so that being said, that's kind of what I'm feeling, you know. It's going to take a lot of convincing, because people have been trying to convince me that this is going to be something. Oh, if you do this stream, it'll be good for you, Phil. You know what, though? Maybe sometimes you shouldn't just do what you think is going to make you grow, but instead you should do what you know you're going to be good at. I know playing Dragon Ball FighterZ, I'll get good at the game and it'll be fun. And, you know, I know I'm going to suck at Monster Hunter and it's just going to be, you know, going through the motions to do something for a paycheck, which I don't want to do. You know what I mean? I want to enjoy what I'm doing while I'm doing it, too. And by the way, I'm not saying that hanging out with Cry and Tolo wouldn't be fun. I think it would. I think having that social interaction and talking back and forth with those guys would be a big attraction, but I don't think it's going to last. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just skeptical. I don't know, but I'm just saying that's kind of how I feel. So, all right. Shout out to Trump Snoop Buttons with the 50-bit cheers. Says, start the game, man. I got to go to bed soon. And Almighty then 28, Alrighty then 28, who just subscribed, now did a 300-bit cheer. Thank you very much. Alrighty then. I appreciate that. Shout out to Noji, oh my goodness, try this again. Nojaka, oh my god, I got it wrong again. Nojizaka 46. That was a difficult name to say for some reason. Nojizaka, who tipped me $2 and says, good luck with your Demon's Souls playthrough, Phil. Thank you very much, Nojizaka. Thank you, thank you. Okay, everybody. Oh, shout out to Concrete Casket, who did a 100-bit cheer. He says, stoked for this run, dude. Thank you very much, Concrete Casket. All right, everyone. It is now time to begin my Demon's Souls final run. I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. I hope I don't suck. I know I will. I hope I don't suck, but here comes the worst run you've ever seen, right? All right, everybody. Let's do this. Demon's Souls, the final run.